Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Ginger Fox here. This is the last episode of the first book. Your time at Duke's ball is winding down. Can you fool Candace Harriet's plan once and for all and secure your future at Edgewater? Season's in. Oh boy, I hope this goes well for us. Let's get into this, guys. We got this. We got this, y'all. We got this. Chapter 16, Season's End. At the Duke's Ball. I'm pleased you come to your senses. Edgewater belongs to Miss McCaster. It doesn't seem as though I have a choice. Accept a generous donation to the parish within the week. Cannot, my lord. You have done a good thing for your parish and for Edgewater. Candace quickly pats Bishop Monroe on the shoulder, then turns back to doing the ball. With a satisfied smile on her face, she whispers to herself as she passes you. Let Lady Claire try to fool my plans. Well, you creep over the shallows and march over to the bishop. Lady Claire, have you been here long? My father wished for Edgewater to stay in the bloodline, not fall to the candidates of Mr. McCaster. You were there in his final moments. You must know that he was a sound mind when he made his decision. And you know how much he asked for me in his final moments. Lady Claire, I wasn't finished. Accepting the countess's bribe goes against every one of my father's last wishes. You caught me in the most unscrupulous position. It is a grand understatement to say that I am embarrassed. As you should be. I know you made a few allies tonight, and I believe you to be the Earl's blood. Yet, I am concerned about allowing a natural daughter to inherit outright. This isn't right. You must know this isn't right. The money from Countess Herodias will benefit the parish and the estate. So that's it? You, a professed man of God, are simply going to accept the bribe? If I have learned anything in my time at Edgewater, it is that I am no match for the likes of Countess Herodias. If your grandfather hadn't been similarly single-minded, your parents would still be together today. What? How can you know that? It was I who officiated their wedding, and I who ultimately annulled the union. What? I thought that was my grandfather. He ordered it, but I carried it out. I felt I had no choice. So then you must know more about their relationship than you have let on. I knew that they loved each other and that they were devastated to be torn apart. I was there when Lord Vincent told your mother of his father's demands, that the marriage had to be annulled. She must have been so heartbroken, sorry. I could tell you the story if you would like from the beginning. Nah, I don't have enough diamonds anyways. You take a deep breath and steady yourself. I will honor my parents' privacy, but that won't stop me from trying to convince you that Edgewater should follow me. I have the parish to think of and the future of Edgewater. You married my parents, so you know I am legitimate. They weren't married when you were born, and the law is clear in such matters. My father never thought of me as legitimate, and I can prove it. But how? You hold out your mother's ring to the bishop. If you married my parents, then you should recognize this. Is that? It can't be. My mother's ring. My father kept it all these years and gave it to me on his deathbed. Bishop Monroe sighs. I can see that your father truly loved you and your mother, and his conviction that you shouldn't hear Edgewater was in earnest. But what are the countess's strengths? Am I to ignore the welfare of my parish? The powerful take what they want, and it is my duty to protect those in my care as best I can. Bishop Monroe. When I am the Countess of Edgewater, I will be the one with the power, not her. I won't let any harm come to the parish, or any of the people you are responsible for. Do you swear it? You have my word? Then my answer is yes. So you uphold my father's will? I shall, in its eternity. However, there is still one small hurdle, the marriage clause. In order to inherit, you must have a husband of suitable rank. If you can get engaged tonight, I will support your claim over Mr. Caster's. Then it will be done. Thank you, my lord. Godspeed, my child. You hear a voice from the ballroom and announce the arrival of the Dallas County. I have to tell my grandmother. Listen to the ballroom, Janet for the Dallas County. But someone else catches your eye first. Mr. Harper. Majesty is the Royal Navy. Give me a kindness and beautiful. I hope your journey treated you well. Well enough, the Daily Countess did wonder whether the entire household had been fired. Truthfully, it was over. Someone certainly fired. On that note, Lady Claire, if there is anything at all that I can do to help you with the Countess, just say the word. Your patrol is hanging down your wrist, and wraps his fingers gently around you. I've never been as happy as these last few months since you arrived at Edgewater. You have a way of letting out every room you enter, and if it's not too bold to say, of letting up my heart. It's certainly not too bold of you to say, sir. I'm glad for that, and I would hate to see you leave Edgewater in that likeness. We are all the better for having you there. Your support and your affection mean a great deal to me. It's more than that, Lady Claire. In fact, there is something I was hoping to discuss with you. Seemingly out of nowhere, Mr. Caster showed his pride. Oh! Lady Claire, my apologies. Caster, is everything quite alright? I have to find it. Listen. The Caster distractedly wandered away. He looks like a man with a will on his mind. So he does. What was it you were about to say? Nothing of great importance. Please excuse me, my lady. The heart gently bows to you, and you navigate your way through the confusion folk on yet full of keeping your grandmother. You must be the illustration's prince of person must have been. Final Prince Hammond, who bows low, kisses you back. The pleasure is all mine, my lady. It is an honor to formally meet Lady Claire's grandmother. Your rotation as a charmer precedes you. Your Highness, I must speak with Lady Claire, but I do hope you will tell me of your travels later. Gladly, my lady. He bows his head and turns towards you. He locks eyes with you and allows his hand to graze his face. Ah, there is my elusive granddaughter. And with good news, I hope? It's great. It's good to see you as well, Lady Grandmother. Don't waste all of your wit and sass. Now, we've no time for small talk. It's of the utmost importance that you secure our match. The Duke spawns the wagon and jerk in the season. So long as I am engaged by the night. That is wonderful news, my dear. I wanted you to be the first to know, but the night isn't getting enough. I should... Yes, but there is one thing I wanted to share with you. The dowager reaches into her reticule and produces a glimmering tear laden with diamonds and sapphires. What is that? These are the Edgewater jewels. This tiara has been in our family for generations. William the Conqueror gave it to the first Earl of Edgewater when he bestowed our lands upon us, as a gift to the Earl's wife, the first Countess of Edgewater. That's incredible. It is customary for the jewels to pass to the most gentle lady in the family when she had proven herself worthy of their splendor. I have been keeping a close eye on you, Claire. Throughout the season you have behaved with poise and charm befitting a true lady. Does that mean you are more than ready to wear the Edgewater jewels, my dear? Your grandmother places a tiara on top of your head with similarity. Through a smile plays at the corner of her lips, Just as lovely as I imagined. Look for yourself in the mirror, dear. Aww. It's beautiful. A tiara can only be as beautiful as its wearer, Claire. You wear it well. I will admit, before you arrived, I was afraid that keeping Edgewater in the family would mean bequeathing it to an ill-mannered country girl. How silly that fear seems now. You are the very picture of an Edgewater lady. Thank you, Lady Grandmother. grandmother, sorry. Now, go show these illegitimate bachelors what you're made of. Hurry, my dear, there is no time to lose. Your conversation was interrupted by another louder one nearby. Why do you listen to that woman? He looked to the dance floor where Miss Suit and Miss Picasso twirled slightly out of step with each other. That woman is my mother. Yes, but all she ever does is manipulate us, and you never say a thing. As the castle shoulders drop, he draws on each side as he steps to the left, and Miss Susan's foot lands on his. Ah! Mr. Castor, there is no need for apologies, Miss Susan. This happens every time we dance. I should know what to expect. Oh. No, it isn't your fault. You are lovely and well-bred, and far sharper than you give yourself credit for. You simply aren't suited for each other. Moving towards the downward countess, keeping your voice low. Are they? You aren't going to marry me, are you? It seems so. No, I'm afraid not. Miss Susan hesitates, looking at her hands. Finally, she meets Mr. Castor's eyes. That is probably for the best. Miss Susan glances around the room, noticing that everyone is staring at the two of them. Her cheeks flush scarlet as she runs off and Mr. Castor watches her go, eyes downcast. They both look so upset. Pardon me, lady mother. Of course, I'll listen, Miss Susan. Miss Susan, wait! You chase after her, following her to a corner of the room, where she collapses onto a seat and buries her face in her hands. Are you alright? I am embarrassed more than anything else, and to be truthful, relieved. Relieved? I had a feeling this moment was coming ever since you told me about Miss Picasso and Miss Holloway, though I didn't imagine it would be so public. I miss you. I don't know what to say. He had no business janking me around acting as though he was marrying you while flirting with him. Now you are free to find a husband whose intentions are pure. Perhaps one who truly cares for you. Or even one with a title. Thank you for checking on me, Claire. You're a true friend. I'm only happy to see that you're okay. You offer her a warm smile, then turn to give her some privacy. Lady Claire, there you are. Ah, Mr. Sandburns. Have you been looking for me? I have. Might we speak somewhere a little more private? Certainly. Canvas ushers you into a ventilating corner of the room. Now, what is this all about? I must apologize for my forwardness, but I have to ask whether you have received any requests for your engagement. I'm not in the old man age yet. I did not mean to offend, my lady, only to judge whether I can pull him up to the competition. The competition? Yes, I would like to propose while married. Oh, you are in fact the first person I have speaking to express interest. Word spreads quickly as an occasion such as this. I am aware of the terms of your inheritance, and the limited timeline you have to meet those terms. Indeed, this situation is rather dire. I can't offer you love, at least not in the romantic sense. His mouth and his gaze find his community practical, and manly with no persons. If not for Lady Claire, I would be on a ship back to the old man and part of Mount London. If he saw fit to keep you here, then I'm certain that England is made better by your presence. As you know, my heart belongs to another, but I can help you secure your claim that would not get in the way of proving the secret of your sufficient words. Harper for Miss Darkness and Miss Recommended. But why would you do this for me? Well, I do owe you a favor from that day at the races. That is rather more than what I wrote when I was older. It is more than that. You helped to keep my love in my life, and there is no greater blessing than that. I'd like to do the same for you while it is within my power to do so. I greatly appreciate your offer, Mr. Sanders, and I will need time to consider it. That will not be a problem. Please just let me know what you're deciding. Thank you, sir. Lady Claire, one more thing. Know that I will support your queen no matter what you decide. I think having you candidate of Edgewater would do everyone around here a bit of good. Candace bowed his head and returned to the bottle topper. She turned from the chamber. She almost knocked into Julie's rooms. Lady Claire! I knew it would be long until you kept the force of company on me once more. You catch Mrs. Sinclair's eyes behind the duke and the furrows of his mouth. You shake your head just enough for him to signal he nods, but does not look away. I remind you we're in public setting, surrounded by gentry. You keep your ears tuned to the slave's mumble gossip. Though you should be aware about tonight's end, I'll be rid of you forever if I so choose, and I do so choose. I have a plan in the works that will guarantee it. The Duke leans over you and stays for a brief and terrible moment. We'll see about that. He turns on his heels and drives away. That was strange. As two breakers abscons into the crowd, you scan the room. You see Mr. Clare speaking with Vicky Westonleigh near the front window. No, sir, I did not call your daughter a muck ox. Nearby, Prince Hamlet regales a group of guests with stories of his travels. And then Count Nicolay had him thrown out of the Kremlin. It was all anyone could speak of for a moment. And Parsons sits on the pianoforte playing an enchantedly delicate tune. The lovely saffron carries over the dinner conversation. Sweet is the vale where innocence resides. Blessed is the cot where virtue dwells. Mr. Harper sips a glass of champagne offered by a servant with bowing his head. Thank you kindly, friend. Father would be so proud of me in this moment, for I am finally able to declare my true feelings to my beloved, and with Edgewater I'm doing it. Choose who you want to declare your love for. Oh, this is so hard! I do like my Parsons doll. She is pretty cool. You approach Miss Parsons at the pianoforte and take a seat on the bench beside her. You hemorrhage with her on the final notes of the song. We're a harmless love atop besides, secure from flat trees and bamford bells. Parsons turns to you, beaming as the last chord fades away. You and I make quite the team, only because your voice grows lovelier by the day. She brushes her hand against yours on the cheek you share, her cheeks flushing pink. I was hoping you might be able to spare a private moment. For you, always. You take her hand and pull her up from the bench and guide her into the hallway. What is it you wish to discuss? I hadn't hoped it possible, especially given how dreadful the last 2 days have been, but everything I want is within my grasp. Bishop Moreau has agreed to uphold my father's will, provided I make an adventurous match tonight, and I have. Oh, have you? The Parsons fixes her expression into a sudden smile. It doesn't quite reach her eyes. That's such wonderful news, Claire. You take both of her hands in yours. It gets even more wonderful. I have so many things to tell you, but there is one I can't contain any longer. Annabelle, you are so strong, clever, funny, inspiring. You make me a better person by your very presence. I thought it impossible that you might feel the same for me as I do for you. Claire, somehow you have done something no one has ever done before. You have inflated my heart. You have filled it beyond the capacity. You are more dear to me than anything. Her smile flatters. But how can we be together if you must marry a man of suitable status? Why? Why, Annabelle, that is the very best part of all. The man in question is Mr. Chambers. Chambers? Her eyes go wide and a parade of emotions flashes across her face. First confusion to realization and finally utterance. Oh, Claire! Happy tears fill Miss Parsons' eyes as she drops to one knee, keep holding on your hands. What are you doing? I declare my life life has been forever changed since you've entered it. Growing out is seeing that all my sisters could talk about it. All my sisters could talk about was courting and marriage, and I never understood what all the fuss was about. I know it was just expected of me, but I was never excited for it. But ever since I met you, I have found myself daydreaming about us walking down that church aisle in silken dresses, hand in hand. That is a lovely image. I have imagined us taking our tea together in the mornings, spending our afternoons picnicking by the lake, discussing literature and music. I would enjoy that very much, but I still don't understand. Before, when I imagined my future, I pictured myself simply content, fulfilled by hobbies and friendships. But now, I picture a life of joy and romance. I can't propose marriage to you, but I can propose a life of championship and true aesthetic love which you will have. There is no one else I can imagine but myself. Oh, Claire, you made me the happiest woman in the world. You pull her to her feet and gaze deep into her eyes. You slip your arms around Miss Frances' waist and hold her close, your lips eagerly fondling her in her kiss. Her breath catches as you press your hands onto the small of her back. Pressing her body tightly to you, she leans up to you, kissing you back. My Annabelle, I don't know if I've ever been so ecstatic. You squeeze your eyes shut, losing yourself in her embrace. Eventually, you break away breathless. You look at her tenderly, then glance at the door to the ballroom. As much as I have sincerely enjoyed this time alone with you, it may be time to return to the ballroom. We must find the canvas and feel the wonderful news. I suppose. But a part of me wants to relish this brief moment where we are to only the other two who know. I'm not ready to share you with anyone else yet. What did you have in mind? A turn in the garden, perhaps? She brings your hand to her lips, looking at you through the lashes and kisses a gentle kiss on the inside of your wrist. Who could do more of that delightful kissing away from prying eyes? I don't have enough diamonds for it. That sounds lovely, but we will have all the time in the world together once I have secured this moment. The clock is running down. Then I shall simply have to shower you with my affection later. I look forward to it. She pulls you in for one last kiss.